joins a gang.
I had another hearing. Here's the good news. I think I'm going to get off, huh? I have a good lawyer. You look great in red. Anywho, what are we doing here? What's the plan?
The plan? You're our lawyer.
It's a figure of speech. You're going to be fine.
Barry, too, felt overwhelmed by the charges leveled against his client and also took flight.
What are you doing? They'll add 10 years to your sentence.
They'll never catch me!
Let's take the plea. Okay, look, it's so nice and thick.
Oh, George. Taking the plea.
Lucille, we're not taking a plea.
Well, we don't even know what the plea is yet.
Is that a shot at me? Because that makes me want to read it all the letters.
What's it going to cost to get Buster out?
Well, I don't know. I mean, what's he in for? Murder? Manslaughter?
No, there's no murder. He simply can't put some evidence when Lucille 2 went missing.
I would say over $50,000.
Yeah, well, I told you I'm tapped out.
Well, couldn't you just borrow from your company? Doesn't George Michael have a company that he can borrow from?
Wow, how does she look?
Well, she's, if you ask me, bigger. Oh, I could. They love her. To tell you the truth, I preferred it when she was blind.
But what if I told you that Loretta was not fat, but actually a very greedy woman in a very cheap fat suit?
What are you doing? Okay, so she's fat.
Your Honor, this is an outrage.
How did I lose this one?
Michael went to the courthouse determined to win Maggie back.
And you see, Maggie, it's kind of important.
Oh, you just missed her. She's in the bar. What a spanking I gave her for it today. Go get him.
He spanked me.
Did you spank her?
Oh, you know that waitress.
The Zuckercorn you've been warned about touching.
You said spanking. She's at a bar. Friday night, you might want to try Miss Temples. Tell her Barry said, what did... Wow, maybe you should be the maritime lawyer.
This is what I've been saying, because I did go to law school with an emphasis on maritime law.
Oh, your 1 year of law school is going to beat Barry's 3 tries? It's ridiculous. We'll hire the best.
This might be about my new sailor suit. This could help us.
We need to speak to you about getting a divorce for Joe.
Oh, well, I got Michael out of his marriage, didn't I?
Actually, she died.
You're kidding me. I've been taking credit for that for years.
You better figure out a way to do it, Barry. Or I'll use my own lawyer.
You don't have the courtesy to wait until I'm disbarred? He's going to use your divorce to pay off my peekaboo lawyer.
Michael Bluth had called a meeting with the family's longtime attorney to discuss his father's incarceration.
I am so sorry. It was a client. Okay.
But he was finding it difficult to get any answers.
How long was I on the phone?
25 minutes.
Well, you know, with the cell phone charges, I'm going to round it out to about an hour because it's easier to bill. All right. Anything else to go over?
We've got everything else to go over, but we haven't done anything to get my dad out of jail.
Okay. First of all, what are you doing? Pilates? Because no 40-year-old woman should look like that.
Well, no 40-year-old woman does look like that.
I do have some big news. Oh, it's going to cost you a little money, $20,000, something like that. The courts have agreed to let your father out of prison.
This is a lawyer's a master.
For the entire afternoon.
Hear you say, thank you, Mama, for making me play Adam.
Okay, I'm going to get out of your hair. We'll talk about this money later in the week.
Excuse me, we're not going to pay $20,000 to get my dad out for 1 day.
No, it's a bond. It's all refundable, unlike my time.
It's been a complete waste of 2 hours. Okay, we're just not going to do it, and that's that. What are you doing? Are you writing 2 hours?
No, I'm taking notes on the case.
Let me just see
You're
what you
scaring me.
wrote.
You know what, bro? Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. It is a different client.
Barry's very good. He's an idiot.
Exactly.
Thank you for coming down on Christmas Eve.
Oh, it's like any other day, except that I bill double. So they're not filing charges. Or I got them to call your plea from justice religious expression.
This is a lawyer.
Yeah, he's very good.
Oh, and you're gonna have to forfeit that bond. I was way off about that. Yeah. You better get back to the wife. I think I'm gonna take a scenic drive down to the City of Industry. Out here as quickly as I could.
I didn't know you had a daughter.
Don't.
I thought you wanted me to call you Daddy.
Why don't you wait for Daddy in the car? They announced the charges, however. It would help if you all showed up, looking like a loving, supportive family.
For how long?
10 minutes tops.
See if you can get it down to 5.
You know, maybe...
Barry lands in jail.
You're glad Tobias is pressing charges? I am having the time of my life. Hey, Dr. Haight.
what's in here, you know.
Oh, no. Not all of them.
Yeah. Sniff the ones you hope.
Soon, Michael arrived to claim his father and was met by the family attorney, Barry Zuckerkorn.
No, I know. Everybody says, leave it alone, leave it alone. Does this look contagious to you? Hey, kiddo. All right. Oh, our star witness. Come here. Good to see you. You know what? Don't get too close to me, because I've got an itch you can't believe it. I think something laid eggs on me.
Thanks for the heads.
Oh, Barry, did you talk to a doctor?
I did. I have poison oak. Do you believe it?
Where the hell did I get that? She was talking about George.
No, he's the same. Look, I guess we should decide on who's going to speak for the family. I would, but I have Laker tickets. All right, what do we have here?
Job sunk the yacht. Last time Kitty was seen, she was getting onto it. It's on tape.
Oh, did you see this?
Yep.
Oh, chills. Why do I keep getting these bruises?
Barry,
Okay, until we get all the facts, don't say anything that can incriminate you. Or me. Just try to keep me out of this. Why? Both of you. If you want to play Eve, you got to get in line behind, what about 5 almost? That was wrong. I'm so sorry. It's just that I have one down at the office now, and I mean, it is every day.
Law offices of Barry Zuckerkorn.
yeah, it's Michael Bluth for Barry.
I'm not here.
Barry's not here. Can I give her a message?
Tell her she needs to whisper a little softer next time. And I'm not paying for this phone call.
I am not a girl, you both.
Go on. Call me something. I'm redoing my kitchen.
Is there any way I can divorce them?
Oh, sure. It's called emancipation. But you've got to prove that you're living in an unstable environment.
Both my parents are trying to have affairs. Of course, they haven't succeeded yet.
If they do, I could have you out of this house on the street in a month.
Sweet.
Is it in your car, Barry? I'm gonna throw up. Check the car, Barry. I don't know what I'm saying.
The will is not here. The will is at my office next to the hot plate with the frayed wires. I didn't, it wasn't...
In fact, Barry had lost George Sr.'s will.
How did I get here? Oh my God, Lucille, he is gone.
Unless you have something to bargain with, like, say, a fugitive.
I don't know where to find such a thing.
Well, look harder. There might be something in it for you.
Something to get me off the hook.
If you could find a certain someone.
Can I have a moment alone with my client, please?
Did you follow any of that? If you know, give me a high five. But if you think it'll scare her off, I do, and it will, and you don't want to go in front of that judge. I caught him at a drag club.
What were you doing there?
You should be the lawyer. It's just you and me now, huh? No, Barry, my lawsuit against the LA Kings is moving forward.
How did that happen?
Maybe I stood above the plexiglass and a puck hit me.
No,
it could happen. I'm sorry about the patch. I'm testifying against the Kings this afternoon. You can't see it. I just winked.
Queen Mary changes hands once again.
I've wanted a small family restaurant since I got the King's settlement. It still has the dungeon area, right? And you just trust me. I'm a lot more competent than you can imagine. Oh, I forgot to take the tinfoil off, too. I really wanted that.
Michael was already at the theater looking for George Sr. when he ran into Barry doing the same thing.
Hey, Barry.
Hi, Mikey. So how much do you know?
I know that Oscar is in prison and that my father is a blue man and that you are clearly in cahoots with him.
Ooh, what?
Where is he?
I don't know. I was going to meet him here, but he must have seen you and run off. I was going to give him this $250,000 and a passport.
Just a passport.
I was up for so long.
Barry, you're fired.
What? Just like that? No warning? You're my only client. What am I supposed to do now? Turn tricks on the street? How much do you think I can get for that, by the way?
This is crazy. I've got to let Oscar out of prison.
What about making out? $50? Or is that just LA?
Maybe you can draft up a letter to the investors. Yes, the stock is unfrozen. We urge you not to sell.
Yeah, what you just said was perfect. Why do you want me to write? So basically, you're about 2,000 shares short of being the majority stockholders.
Now, unfortunately, it's a private stock, so you cannot just buy up the shares unless someone is willing to sell.
Are you sure?
That's what they said on Ask Jeeves.
I'll do it myself, though. I need this to go well.
And so it was Lucille who did the questioning of her new star witness.
There's a woman whose liver can be splattered from outer space. No further questions! No further answers!
That's gotta be our treasure chest.
Do you think that went well?
I do.
Maybe returns to high school to find another senior who shouldn't be there.
Barry?
Maybe you scared the shit out of me.
And worried about graduating, maybe seeks a legal opinion from someone who happens to know this part of the law very well.
After 21, it is illegal for you to enroll in high school in the state of California. As a matter of fact, you cannot even lurk. Lurk.
So what do I do? Because the guy who caught me goes to school with me.
Get something incriminating on him. Call me in the office. We'll discuss it. And then I can also keep a record, for billing and so forth.
And maybe proves
Well, maybe
to
I'll just
be
keep a record of it too so I can follow up with my own bill.
a gifted incriminator.
Very good. You should be the lawyer. Very good. Pro bono.
Barry, you still there?
So I got a really interesting call from Ron Howard of all people. He's directing now apparently and wants to meet you at his office. And get this, Beverly Hills.
Why does Ron Howard want to meet with me?
Well, I don't know. His office didn't say, and if you don't mind, I'm a little busy with a case of my own. You want me to tell him to go f himself? I can tell Ron Howard to go f himself. Tell him to shove it up his. I just can't do it now because I'm in front of a jury.
I will meet with him. Well, you're in front of a jury right now.
Oh, and the looks I'm getting. Gotta go. Sorry, everybody. I'm an attorney too.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'd like the defendant to reach over the school gate, open it from the inside, and enter the school property, please.
I can't reach it. I can't reach the judge.
If he can't reach, this trial's a breach.
Ooh, and that's what we call a law bomb.
All right, we'll give it one more shot.
That's great, Foz. That's great, thanks.
It went a lot better than my thing.
Except I haven't spoken to them for a long time. I mean, since my mom left. Yeah, for prison, they've all got their mistresses up here in showbiz. It's like it's their God-given front.
No, right.
No, right.
Calm down, everybody. All right, I got it.
You think my dad would ever even go for something like this?
It's very hard to get a signature out of him. It's like somebody a long time ago said, "Hey, what if you
never
don't
signed anything because you said you didn't have a signature, just like you, Pop."
You don't have a signature?
No, he's never given me one card, not one birthday card, which is why his presents are always money orders, right, Pop?
I don't have a signature.
Oh, if you don't sign, you will be fined. Hey.
It was hard for anyone not to get caught up in the pageantry.
Barry.
They're out. We won't be hearing from them again. Well, except for what they're going to charge us for the phone call. They've never technically won a case, but they've never lost a fee. That mothers just cannot accept the idea that they've raised someone who could do something so vile. In my case, twice. Well, 2 times allegedly. Hey, this falls under client-attorney privilege, right?
Yeah. And please tell me that it is not Barry.
Oh, no. I'm just here as a fan. And for the referral fee. I'm going to go in the hall and see if they're here yet.
Okay.
I'm going to try and get a selfie with the G-Man.
At the prison? You're at the prison now?
Yeah, and I'm not making a lot of friends either. I mean, the guards hate me because what the hell is a defense attorney doing here? And the inmates hate me because what the hell is a defense attorney doing in the shower?
What are you doing in there, Barry?
Legally, it's the only place they can't record you when you talk to inmates.
I don't think that's true.
Really? I think the clerk said it was $50,000. Call Raphael at Atomic Bonds, tell him it's for Barry. We can talk next steps with Buster at your place tomorrow in person. I prefer things face to face.
Less chance of a misunderstanding.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it. I'll get the bail. I'll cover it.
I hope that our position has not been greatly weakened.
Of course we're gonna have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Best. This is so wonderful.
Barry?
Yeah?
Where's Buster?
In jail. Is this your cover just to throw me this party? Thank you.
Barry,
Thanks.
hang on. What's going on? I talked to you on the phone. I told you that Buster was in jail. You said you were too. And that if I could get the bail to your guy.
Then we can talk next steps with Buster at your place tomorrow in person. Thanks.
So you're saying I paid to bail you out?
You aren't gonna leave me in there, man.
I did not know you were in jail.
Okay, well, that's why I like to do things face to face, okay?
What did you find out?
A friend of mine spoke to the DA's office, and my lawyers were able to reduce my sentence to time served. Bad news, I can't spend any time with anybody under 25.
About Buster.
And they officially charged him with murder. First degree.
Maybe we can talk about Buster and maybe getting him a lawyer.
Oh, I should have led with this. I have been officially disbarred. I can't handle Buster's case or anybody under 25.
Saves me an awkward conversation.
That or she's busy frolicking on the beach with Dusky, her trophy son.
I should never have put that image in your mind. The good news is, you thought I said the word frolicking.
Oh, it's like when she used to lock me in the bathroom for grown-up selfish needs night.
Dude, we have a good time.
Well,
They're not known to be guilty. What's happening?
You didn't want to plead guilty?
Of course not. Buster's not guilty.
Well, then these are not the guys. No, I thought I told you that if I was guilty, then I would hire these guys. Because they get the best sentences.
So if that's my choice, between my wife and my son?
Isn't that the worst? Especially when you're checking into a hotel. Here's my advice. Always say that he's your wife, because they never have the balls to check. I'm out of context again, aren't I?
Put the beer down and let's go home, okay? Are you nuts?
So what do you think, Barry?
I haven't read it. I had a really interesting date last night. A woman who actually works 2 jobs.
And I've got to staple this to a seal.
And I've skipped breakfast, so I'm off to Burger King.
He's ready to make the jump. There he goes.
All rise. The court is now in session. The Honorable Lionel Ping presiding.
Oh, we've got Ping again.
Please be seated.
The prosecution has offered a plea.
We have, Your Honor.
Liza.
Yes, Maggie was the most feared prosecutor in all of Orange County.
And therefore, I would like to bring your attention to Exhibit A.
Not because she was a particularly adept lawyer, but because she won the sympathy not only of the jury and the judge.
And was that man in the room? Not you, Doctor.
But oftentimes, the defendants themselves.
I was in that room. Is the defense ready to respond?
What are you hiding from? You gotta call this off, okay? You gotta get some more time. Get more time, she can smell it. She smells everything.
Objection!
What?
We haven't read it. It's very long, Your Honor. We haven't read it. We're going to get to. I'm going to start right now.
When we started talking to you, we didn't have anything. But now, we got something. And you're going to do time for it.
Those are the pictures?
They're all over the news.
Those are balls.
What?
Barry was right.
Yeah.
Tobias had inadvertently photographed himself while learning to use his camera phone.
See, this close, they always look like landscape. Nope. You're looking at balls.
Soon, forensic scientists confirmed this.
There's a chance we don't have to go to trial.
Absolutely. And I say we take it because we will never get an offer this good again.
Wow.
Great, what's the offer?
Well, I didn't read it. Well, I just got it yesterday. FYI, I'm trying to get back into the dating world.
Hey, you're not one of those silly men that's dressed like a woman, are you? No, baby, I'm the real thing.
All right, listen, this is all getting a little crazy. We cannot accept their conditions if we don't even know what their conditions are.
Do you want to read it?
No, it is thick. Why don't we just take it?
I could kiss you on the...
All right, well, what?